Hello everybody, my name is Tenelin and welcome to a Crab Champions video. Today, the Elemental Update Early Access 9 was just released, and I've discovered one of the most fun builds I've ever played in this game. The update overall has been a fantastic time, but my favorite part has been the turret rework. And as you can see in the background here, I have an insane amount of turrets. I'm not sure if this is exactly working as intended, but I really hope it is. This has just been so much fun. The way that all of this interaction work is very specific. You do have to hit a couple of mods to make sure that all of this happens, but I was able to spawn to the point that I was hitting a cap of the number of turrets that you're allowed to have. I'll show that towards the end of the clip. What you'll want to do is get as many turret types as you can. Just sniper and sentry is enough. But the way that it works now is that any of your abilities, aka your grenades, spawn turrets now. So say if you have one sniper and one sentry turret, you will always spawn one of each when you throw a grenade. The thing is though, is if you have triple grenade and you get that proc, they will then spawn 3 times as many. If you get the bouncing explosion, it guarantees that your ability, aka again your grenade, bounces once and then explodes again, which will also spawn some more turrets. And then on top of that, you can get layered explosion for a chance for an additional explosion, and you can hit the legendary grenade mod, the clone explosion, which will give you an additional explosion on all of your grenades. If you get multiple of bouncing explosion, every level gives you an additional bounce guaranteed, and every single bounce will make another turret spawn. By the end of this round, I had poison, mortar, sniper, and sentry turrets. So every single ability guaranteed 4 turret spawns, but then I had triple explosion, which made every single one of the bounces potentially do a triple explosion. I had multiple different explosions on the layered explosions, and I even had bubble and dagger blast just for fun. Oh, and I had giant drill as well. That one was crazy to see. The other important thing to use is to get heat sink. It's a new mod that reduces your ability cooldown. I believe at the end of this, I had 9 or 10 levels of it. My ability was at like 3-second cooldown or something like that. It is important to note, you do want to take an ability with a lower cooldown if you're planning on doing this build. I believe the standard grenade or the grappling hook is the lowest cooldown. With the grappling hook though, every time it does bounce, it will pull you in the direction that it hits. So just be careful with that. You'll essentially become a pinball with no control over your character. And as well, if you really want to top it up, every level of Grenadier also helps, because then you just get more grenades that you can throw to spawn even more turrets. There is a relic that you can get that increases your turret's health by 400%, and essentially the health is how long they are around and how long they'll shoot. I didn't get it in this particular run where I hit everything else, but I did have it in an earlier run, which made me interested in trying out turrets. The way that the turrets work now is every level of your turret only increases the damage. It doesn't increase the amount of turrets that you spawn. I did hit an infinite shop on sniper turrets, and I think I got up to level 21, which just made my damage absolutely ridiculous. I hit some enhanced turrets as well just for the increased damage, and one of the things that I did notice is that the turrets now will scale off of your crit chance as well. They will do crit arrow, they will do critical explosions, everything that you can do from everything else. The only thing that they don't do is any additional shots. You'll have to get like fire or poison turret to be able to apply those elements. Able to do was absolutely ridiculous. I'll show you my end screen. I did do a true nightmare run, all difficulty mods nightmare on, and had no problem clearing this. I would just throw my grenades and go AFK on some of these rounds. And now here's just a demonstration of the end of the build. As you can see, all of the turrets spawned on the first hit. I noticed here that the bounced shots did not spawn any turrets, so that's when I knew I had hit the cap. I tried it out a couple more times here, and I realized all of the turrets that I was spawning were on the first or second hit of the bounces for the most part. So I don't know exactly what the cap is. I want to say it's probably between 50 to 100 turrets. It's really hard to tell how many are in there, but overall, it's so much damage. Here's the end screen that we had, nearly 54 million damage. I had 6,300 limbs, but that is primarily because of this one particular round that I'm going to show off at the end here. We only found out that the XL totems have a chance to break. We thought that they always broke on the first hit. This one I thought I had just lagged when I hit it, but I accidentally hit it twice, which made this an XXL horde that lasted for over 200 seconds. We ended up farming out so many kills here. I had completely forgotten that I had the mod, the legendary mod that gives you an additional chest for every 200 limbs that you get. So if you watch this entire clip, at the end of it, I have 21 chests that spawn just because of how many kills I got. Nearly 4,000 kills just on this map alone. It was absolutely insane. Really, really fun. I really like the XL totem. Doing XL totems on hordes just increases the amount of time that you have to do them instead of the amount of enemies, which I guess is the same thing in a sense. But it makes it so you can farm out so many crystals if you have a really good build. Honestly, as you can see on the side of my screen there, the tasty orange procs and the checklist procs I believe I have at this point are just going... My damage went through the roof after this island, so... What do you guys think, though, so far about this crab update? This update has been fantastic. I feel like the game is a lot more balanced than it used to be. I don't feel that I just randomly will die to one hit like I used to. Mobs are a little bit tankier, you are a little bit tankier, and everything kind of takes a little bit longer to kill, and the game is a little bit slowed down, but it's very enjoyable. I think this update is well received on my end. I think all of this... The pickaxe is very fun. The ice wand is very fun. I really hope that he doesn't change the turrets up in this instance, but I do think there is a pretty good chance that he will. We'll see how this goes. It is still an early access game, so there's always going to be tweaking. Let me know if you found any other interesting builds. I'm very excited to keep playing some more. Of course, I was only able to hit all of these mods because of the friends that I was playing with, so shout out to them. They were generous enough to give me any of the turret mods that popped up and all of the different ability mods for the duplication, just to see what we could do with this build, and it turned out to be the most fun I think I've personally ever had in Crab Champions. I was really enjoying this round. I'm just going to go ahead and let the rest of this horde play out, just so you can see what's going on for the rest of it, and you'll see all of the chests at the end. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.